What's going on, guys? And before we get into the bulk of this video, if you do want to pick up a copy of Cricket Coach 2014, you can use the links down below in the description. Because you are TC Gaming 16 viewer/subscriber, you get an exclusive 10% discount, so make sure you go and check that out. Anyway, guys, in now to the main part of the video. Today we're playing in our last group game against the Irish, and with top spot pretty much already secured in the group, today's more of a day, I guess, really for the fringe players who have been sitting out and haven't really been performing. Today's a chance for them to go and hopefully try and get some form. The likes of George Worker, who has been moved up to open today, still struggling a little bit with the bat. But yeah, quite a different 11 than we are probably used to seeing. So Hamish Rutherford back in. Both of these guys have given away a few chances. I think that's George Worker's third time he's been dropped, so he better go on and make a big score for us. But yeah, as I said, quite a few changes today. Not really in the bowling lineup as such, because we didn't really take too many bowlers with us. But as you can see, Devcich has moved down to the middle order. Daryl Mitchell in today for Ross Taylor. He's just being rested. Martin Guptill being rested as well. Fuller coming in for, I think he's in for Saudi possibly. And I mean, today, well, Tom Latham's in there too, sorry. Basically, these guys are just in. Today's not really a must-win game. I mean, if we lose, which we shouldn't anyway, even with a second-string side against the Irish, we should still win, first and foremost. But today, really, as I said, is more of an opportunity for guys who we may potentially need in the knockout stages, due to injury or something like that, to really go and perform. And today's a chance for them to go and get some time in the middle, get some balls under their belt for the bowlers, and really just go and try and impress. Because at the moment, these guys who are on the fringes, shall we say, the likes of Worker, Devcich, aren't really doing it for me, to be honest. And that's going to prove to be, I guess, a little bit of a headache, because I mean, we really should be doing better against this Irish side. We are 5 for 124 at the moment, and I can't remember the last time Noema Barnett was in this early. So hopefully him and Tom Latham can go and put on a good partnership. Oh my God, I've almost jinxed it. Tom Latham hasn't really had too much batting in the World Cup to date. Noema Barnett hasn't really done much batting in one-day internationals at all. But those two have gone and put on a good 50 partnership. There is only 10 overs left, so this is a little bit concerning, the score that we are on at the moment. It is very concerning, actually, because we've only scored 174. We're in the power play, and we're still not scoring runs, which is, as I said, a little bit concerning, especially going into the bigger games. We really, if we can finish off the group stage with a big win, you know, that's going to be good. But we, at the moment, not going on to a very substantial total at all. Noema Barnett has hit 50, so that's his first time he's passed 50 in one-day internationals. So, but what has gone on? We've only scored 221 against the Irish. It is really going to take a good bowling effort. As you can see, James Fuller is in today for Tim Southee, so hopefully he can go and pick up some wickets. He's done it first ball against Porterfield, who hasn't really been in the best of form. And why haven't I been opening with this Fuller guy before? He's taken 2 wickets in the first 2 balls. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe he's a guy, one of those guys that, similar to Kyle Mills or maybe Abdul Razak that used to play for Pakistan. The guys that basically, they're in the side almost to bowl their 10 overs fairly early on in the piece. You know, they get a lot done with the new ball, get a lot of swing. And I mean, that's exactly what's happened today with Fuller. He's on 3 for 11 off 2 overs. So maybe that is the trick that we have been missing. Maybe he needs to open the bowling to be effective in this form of the game. But the Irish aren't doing themselves any favours. I mean, they are going around not playing good at all. I thought that Fuller could have potentially had his 4th there. We really need a Kevin O'Brien to go, because he's a guy that can go and change a game. I mean, I do say that, even though they are 37 for 5. Make that 37 for 6. Fuller, where have you been all this time, mate? You should have been yelling out to us, open the bowling with me. I'm a good opening bowler, because your average has absolutely shot down. And looking like, I was going to say going and picking up a 5-for, but that's gone down the ground for... No, I'm going to keep him going. You know what? I want a 5-for for him. He deserves a 5-for. And he's gone and taken it. Tommy Latham, 5-for for Fuller. And that has just gone. That's really... that was one of the things that I was kind of hoping was going to happen. You know, throw a bit of a spanner in the works when it comes to the knockout stages. Because, I mean, Fuller has not been bowling very well at all this tournament. You guys will all know that. And Now that he's gone and opened the bowling, he's taken Pfeiffer, so there's a real opportunity for him potentially to play in the knockout games now. Tim Southee would have to come back in. He's the leader of the attack. Does that mean we only go with one all-rounder rather than the two? Do we drop a batsman and possibly, move things around there? Because Neesham and Noema Barnett showed his class with the bat today. Both of them are solid all-rounders. Noema Barnett, maybe not the wicket-taking all-rounder that you are looking for in a fifth bowler, but he's a guy who will bowl economically for you more often than not. Doesn't pick up, as I said, a ton of wickets, but he will go and be economical and create pressure, I guess, for those other bowlers. So that there has been a comprehensive victory for New Zealand after only scoring 221 for 5 in their 50 overs on what was, not a shocking batting pitch, you would say, by any means, but not an absolute road. We were expecting a wee bit more, especially against the weaker Irish sides, shall we say. We've bowled them out for 81. So a win by 140 runs will confirm New Zealand as Group A winners. Fuller with man of the match for his 5 for 31. It's going to be really hard to take him out. I mean, even Tommy Latham, 42 not out down the bottom. Where do we go from here? That is the question. And as you can see, well, there's no fixtures that have been scheduled, but I guess we're just waiting on other results. Come on. Give me my other results. Well, I guess we had a bye in the last round, so... Oh, Sri Lanka beat the West Indies. I don't think that's going to be enough for them to qualify, though. Is there a way? There must be a way you can look. World Cup. Here we go. Oh, see, Sri Lanka missed out. Sri Lanka missed out. That's unbelievable. So, as I said, we finish as Group A winners with 6 from 6. Very good net run rate. And it would be hard to bet against us coming in to the latter stages. Australia, well, they've still got one game to go. Bangladesh potentially could make it there, along with a few others. So, it's going to be interesting to see who we get. I can't quite remember the format of the World Cup. I think it is just straight into the quarterfinals. So we've got Bangladesh. That's not a bad pool at all. And I mean, India and South Africa, that's going to knock out one strong team there. Pakistan, Australia as well, just like we saw in the 2015 quarterfinals too. And even West Indies, England. So I mean, we've got probably the best draw of the lot, the weakest team of the 8. And it's looking good for us going forward. So anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links to that can be found down below in the description. Hope you've had a good start. Well, a good weekend. It's not the start of the weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. Make sure you tune in later today. We've got some more Dutch domination. Carrying on with the Dutch. Looking to try and get them test status. We'll see you then.